Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to talk about two new budget knives that I picked up. So I've become a fan of these budget knives. Knife prices have kind of calmed down a lot. Before, to get like a quality piece of steel, you had to kind of look at it. Some of these Benchmades, the paramilitary 2, Spydercos, to get, higher end steels, and you're looking well into the hundreds of dollars. And don't get me wrong, I think they're worth it. They're great knives, but given how much I paid for them, I'm kind of reluctant to kind of use them to their full, to the fullness, I guess. I mean, I use them as just pretty much, box openers and fidget toys. I would be too scared to damage them or take them places where I think I might lose them. So I've kind of, every now and then, I'll always pick up a budget knife, and typically in the budget category is always D2 steel, which is fine. But now you're seeing more and more of 154 cm. Now you've got S35 VN, so you're getting much more for your money these days. So let me kind of go through a couple of these and kind of talk about them. So this is the Kizer original pocket knife. That's kind of what it goes by. This was on Amazon. It's $72, but they had a 50% coupon, so I got it for under 40. And I think it's an awesome knife. This one actually I like a whole lot. It reminds me of my mini bug out. It's almost got the same size, close, but just got a little bit of a longer blade. But very comfortable knife, quality steel. You've got 154 cm. Really cool locking mechanism. Kind of takes a homage from the Benchmades with the kind of the axis release right here. So you can flick it, release it. It's only got the button on one side though, which I thought at first was going to be a problem, but it's easy to do with either hand, because either way you've got to pinch it. So even though the Benchmades kind of have it on both sides, you're still going to be using two fingers, so not a problem at all. It's got ball bearing washers, so it's got a very smooth action. It came really well aligned and balanced. No wiggle room. I mean, gosh, this feels like a $100 knife. I mean, at $40, this is an absolute steal. The handle is Richlight, so they have other options. I just chose this one to try it out. It's actually made from kind of basic compressed paper. It's like paper pulp mixed with some resin, and it kind of has a kind of paper almost feel, like very kind of warm, kind of like they say it has a leather feel. So it's kind of rough and kind of warm feeling, but it's pretty strong, no flex at all. So pretty happy with it. So awesome knife. I love the profile of this knife. Very easy in the pocket, pretty compact for a 3-inch blade. It's, if we put it up against, a bug out, it's a little bit smaller than the big bug out, but a little bit bigger than the mini bug out. So it's kind of like a nice in between there. If you're looking for this one, actually I think is a little too small, to be honest. So perhaps that's why I'm liking this Kizer a lot, because even though I love my bug outs, the small one sometimes is a little hard to deploy because and the handle's just a little bit too small. But obviously they're going into it, but this one I think is just the perfect size, like the smallest you can make it and still be comfortable. So I actually like this one a lot. Now, the other one that I just picked up as well for $40 is the ASHER SPIRO. So this one actually takes it up a notch with even better steel. So this one is using S35 VN, same one as my Spyderco's S30V. I don't know why I thought it was 35. I know these are 30 as well. Yeah, these are all 30. I thought I had another knife. Hang on a second. I know I had another knife with... it was my cold steel, the big boy. So this is the one that has the S35 Yep, 35 yen. So, but this is my kind of bruiser, I think. I mean, this is a different video, but this is like your pocket Rambo knife. But yeah, high-end blade for a budget price is kind of hard to believe, to be honest. I was kind of surprised at how low the prices have gone on these things. But like I said, great blade. It's stone washed. It's got a liner lock, so not as fun to open as some of the other ones. This one, not as easy to, it's not a really good fidgety knife, to be honest, but nevertheless, easy to open. You could probably lock it with one, open and close with one hand. We got G10 handles, pretty thick, and the knife has heft to it. Definitely feels like a heavy knife. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's got the Para 2 kind of feel, so it is got some heft to it and some thickness too, as you can see here. It's actually the same. It's actually the same thickness as this Kizer, but this Kizer is just so much lighter. Deep pocket carry clip. We got ball bearing washers as well, and all this for $40. That's amazing. I mean, gosh, for 40 bucks to get an S35V metal blade, stone washed, G10 handles. I mean, gosh, I mean, hard to. I mean, I don't know how they make a profit on this, but yeah, really good knife as well. I mean, this one is just a bruiser. It's not as comfortable as that one, but I'm just impressed for what you can get for $40. I mean, it's even got ceramic bearings in there as well. If you can kind of see it, but it's got a ceramic bearing washers on it. Very no play at all in the blade. Perfectly centered. I mean, gosh. I mean, rewind, turn the clock back 2 years or so, and I probably wouldn't even own any of these, because when I bought some of these years ago, the budget knife side just wasn't there. You had cheap steel, cheap kind of just poor quality knives in like the sub $40 range. So happy to see some of these. But yeah, two good options if you guys are looking to pick up a nice pocket knife at a great cost. I mean, these two have been my best buys so far. I mean, I've bought several. Let's see if I have some handy here. These are all I have with me right now. Some are other places, but these are a couple other kind of budget ones I got. And I mean, you can just feel that this is a cheap knife, right? I mean, granted, this was like 20 bucks, actually even less, and it's AUS steel. But this definitely has like a cheap knife feel. This one was probably closer to like 40. Copper handles, Kershaw, D2, I believe it was. No, actually, yeah, D2 steel. So yeah, but this one obviously I like because of the copper handles. They've kind of patina very nicely over time. But yeah, I mean, this was $40, and now you're getting these as well. So cool to see. But anyway, just thought I'd share these with you guys. If you're looking for a awesome buying opportunity, give these both a look. I don't think you'd be disappointed in either one. All right, I will check you out on the next one. Thanks for watching.